So guys, sit down because this one is straight up insane. Okay, picture this. It's a rainy night, Netflix is buffering, and suddenly, bam, Tommy Lee's name pops up. Legendary drummer of Mötley Crüe, real-life bad boy icon, the guy who once married Pamela Anderson on a yacht. And now, he's the husband of Brittany Furlan, former Vine star, now making a living off TikToks about her gassy dog. One's a rock star who once tore up the world. The other, she reviews vitamins and wonders if she's an old soul trapped in a Gen Y body. Sounds like drama's brewing already, right? Yep, and that drama is a catfish scam that rocked all of Hollywood. This catfishing case, someone pretending to be a celebrity, was so absurd that even the FBI got up from their desks and went, "Wait, what now?" It started when Brittany began chatting on Snapchat with someone claiming to be Ronnie Radke, lead singer of Falling in Reverse and certified bad boy. Like any sketchy online celeb flirt, she should have asked from day one. Hold up, is Ronnie Radke actually hitting on me, or is this just some guy named Chad in a basement? But who can blame her when you're Brittany, living in the afterglow of marrying a legendary rocker? You don't exactly think you're catfish bait. And in that false sense of security, this outspoken, fearless woman didn't realize she was getting played by the internet. It began with texts, then fake videos, then months of 100% digital love, until it started threatening her personal life and marriage. And this is the moment you raise your iced tea and go, "No freaking way." But believe it, because the FBI did, and they got involved. Let's start simple. Tommy Lee felt something was off, not your average something's weird vibe. More like a gut feeling, only people who partied with Ozzy Osbourne would understand. His wife, Brittany Furlan, was glued to her phone, not adjusting filters, not doom-scrolling TikTok. No! She was full-on flirty texting with a Snapchat account claiming to be Ronnie Radke. Yep, Ronnie, the frontman of Falling in Reverse crew, who basically looks like emo Met MMA. Most people would stop at, "Wait, why is Ronnie DMing me?" But Brittany? She walked straight into the digital maze. The account texted like a pro, sent seemingly legit pics, even dropped voice messages that sounded real. But here's the problem, everything was just real enough. Blurry pics, weird voice, never video called, always an excuse, broken webcam, lost account, hiding from paparazzi. Like a rejected teen rom-com script, but it fooled someone who practically lives online. Tommy at first was skeptical, but when he heard Ronnie wants to leave the music industry to be with me, he knew this wasn't Ronnie. This was a walking red flag. He started connecting dots like a detective with OCD, message timelines, image metadata, even sentence structure. The deeper he looked, the more he realized this felt less like a romance and more like a guy in his mom's basement who trolls Tinder for Amazon gift cards. Tommy realized Brittany wasn't cheating. She was being conned, and that hurt even worse. Not because she was unfaithful, but because she believed in a fantasy better than her reality. A younger, edgier, drama-free rock star who'd Insturer. It's Durkenstein Soner, Insfer or Kadsenstor. And that's when the trust cracked. Not over betrayal, but over delusion. And the guy behind it all, he wasn't just targeting Brittany, he had a list. And yes, the FBI, real FBI, started watching. At first it felt like a Snapchat spin-off of Catfish, but then, bam! FBI shows up. That's right, federal agents, folks. No jokes here. Once Tommy found out about the scam, he didn't mope or sulk. Nope, he called the law. And suddenly, what started as some dude trolling my wife turned into an interstate fraud operation run like a faceless live stream. FBI's first reaction, ugh, more internet nonsense? 3 minutes later, wait, this guy's conned over 30 people, impersonated multiple celebrities, and has offshore accounts? Suddenly, we've gone from a rom-com plot to full-on Criminal Minds. Brittany, snapped out of her catfish coma like someone in a Black Mirror episode, cooperated fully. She handed over chat logs, photos, clips, voice notes, everything. And the verdict? The Ronnie Radke in her DMs, definitely not Radke. Just some dude, or maybe a crew, running a ring of fake celeb accounts to scam mid-tier influencers and their relatives for money, spicy pics, or just for kicks. Comment Yun, feeling ghosted? Someone else got ghosted by fake Ronnie Radke for 6 months and didn't notice. Comment Do, FBI investigating a catfish on Snapchat means this guy's faking game is elite level disturbing. Tommy said it best in a recent interview, never thought I'd live to see the day. The guy once played drums for rock gods, feuded with paparazzi, lived loud, now tangled in a federal case about someone pretending to be his wife's rock star crush. FBI warning, if a celebrity DMs you and says their webcam is broken, run, that's a red flag pro max. After the emotional nuking, Brittany did what anyone who got played by a Snapchat ghost would do. She moved out. Not in with Ronnie, he's not real. She got a hotel. Why? To think things through, rebalance her aura, or maybe just avoid the sight of Tommy Googling how to track the guy catfishing your wife? Tommy, meanwhile, wandered his mansion like a lost GTA character. Just him, his drums, and maybe a mug that reads, "Number not my Ronnie." Comment imagine being the wildest rock icon of the 80s, and now your wife leaves you for a guy who doesn't exist. Comment 2, Tommy's basically the old guy from Her, except the AI girlfriend wasn't for him, it was for his wife. Twitter, X exploded. Team Tommy, dude did nothing wrong. Team Brittany, she just wanted love. Okay, maybe poorly. Team FBI, we did not sign up for this mess. Meanwhile, Brittany live streamed from her hotel, dropping this banger of a quote, "This is my phase of energy transformation." Ma'am, you got catfished by a deepfake. This ain't healing, it's a TikTok challenge. Think Brittany was a one-off case? Nah, welcome to the catfish expanded universe. Once the story went viral, the internet became caffeine-powered FBI agents. They zoomed in pixel by pixel and discovered Brittany was just one of many. This wasn't a catfish, this was a whole aquarium. The fake Ronnie Radke account, turns out it's just one of a bunch of profiles impersonating celebs. Not only Radke, this guy's also pretended to be Travis Barker, Post Malone, and yep, you guessed it, even Steve-O from Jackass. Yep, someone out there thought, I'll pose as Steve-O and flirt with people was a legit plan. Comment 1, when you think a celeb DMs you, but he sends voice notes in female Siri voice, run. The deeper netizens dug, the more they uncovered a pattern among the victims. Couldn't video call because they were on tour, had a broken webcam, or were being watched by the FBI. Claimed to love you deeply, but insisted on keeping it a secret. After about 3 weeks, they'd start asking to borrow your PayPal or request a little financial help. Then came the twist. A now anonymous influencer, rumored ex-Disney Channel star, said she messaged Radke for 2 months and even sent foot pics. Comment 2, don't send anyone anything online, especially not feed. That's not Ronnie, it's Steve-O with AI filters. And what about Ronnie Radke's actual fans? They're furious for being dragged into the twist of the century. Radke, in a short story post, clarified, "I don't message anyone on Snapchat, I barely use the app." Yet somehow, tons of people were sweet-talked, sent flirty messages, and even planned secretly getting married. At this point, the catfishing scandal wasn't just a personal mess, it had officially become a pop culture event. The internet had dissected everything. Podcasts milked it dry, Reddit built conspiracy maps, and TMZ, they swam laps in the tea. But the most entertaining part, the low-key but legendary comeback of Uncle Tommy Lee. If you thought Tommy would sit quietly and heal, you clearly forgot he's the drummer of Mötley Crüe, not some scruffy indie actor journaling in the woods. When Tommy gets hurt, he doesn't write poems. He throws Instagram shade like a Gen Z who just got ghosted and wants her matcha money back. His first post, a gym selfie with his drum kit captioned, "At least this never cheated on me." Comment drum kit. Bro, I'm just an instrument, leave me out of this. Second post, a throwback with Pamela Anderson in their prime, caption, "Back then, women knew the difference between me and a fake." Yeah, he dragged his ex-wife in, that's peak petty. Comment 2, Tommy doesn't need a PR team, he is his own PR strategy, powered by spite. And meanwhile, Brittany, still holed up in a hotel, trickled out a live stream saying, "I'm on a healing journey, please don't judge me." Right after reposting a cat pic with the quote, "Sometimes people aren't fake, they're just not being true to themselves." Ma'am, you got catfished and now you're going full philosopher. This is postmodern emotional performance art with cats and lo-fi sad tunes. Journalists started chasing Tommy for comments, and he hit them with, "I don't blame her, I'm just disappointed, because I loved her more than any AI ever could." Tommy was morphing into the Gen X icon of wise but savage, Brittany, a Gen Y symbol of catfished but still vibing, and both were now locked in an emotional meme war across platforms. Even Ronnie Radke himself, tired of the mess, tweeted, "Next time someone impersonates me, at least use my 2023 pics, not the bleach blonde 2009 era." Tommy Lee finally did a TV interview. His silver hair was chaos incarnate. His eyes, cool but exhausted. First thing he said, "I've played drums wasted in front of 30,000 people, but nothing makes me feel more helpless than knowing my wife got messages from some guy named Chad pretending to be Ronnie Radke saying, 'Did you eat dinner yet?' Every night." Peak vulnerability. He spoke honestly, no hate, no yelling, but he couldn't resist one dig. She thought he knew her birthday. It was literally on Wikipedia. Comment un. When Wikipedia becomes your flirting tool, you know the world took a wrong turn. Brittany Furlan later posted a confessional video, sad background music, dim lighting, and a trembling voice. "I didn't cheat, I was just fooled, and I feel ashamed." Oh, just Team Brittany. She's a victim too. Y'all need to stop blaming her. Team Tommy, victim or not, you chatted with a stranger for 6 months and didn't get suspicious. Team I'm just here for the tea, raises iced tea, pulls up chair, and just when everyone thought the drama was over, boom, another celeb popped up on TikTok. They too had been sweet-talked by a fake Ronnie Radke. It wasn't just anyone, it was a male dancer who'd toured with Camila Cabello. He even had a voice note, "I remember that night in Vegas." Thing is, he's never been to Vegas. And so, the Catfish Survivor Group was born, a Telegram group filled with celebs, influencers, and even a single mom YouTuber. A private place to trade war stories, swap red flag tips, and of course, share meme stickers like, "Not the real Ronnie." Tommy, in a move that blew up the internet, followed the group using a burner account. Bio? Drum harder than I trust people. In the end, Brittany now meditates every morning, trying to inhale peace and exhale catfish energy. Tommy's back on stage, still banging the drums like a beast, but every now and then he sneaks a glance at his phone, like he's waiting for the FBI to text him, "Bro, we got him!" The FBI is still investigating, probably exhausted at this point, because this isn't some billionaire scammer we're talking about. This is a romance scammer, armed with emojis and a blurry 480p profile pic. As for the identity of the catfish, still a mystery, but one thing's for sure, this dude shook Hollywood with nothing more than a Snapchat account and world-class bullshit skills. And that wraps up the wildest catfish saga in Hollywood since the internet discovered deep fakes, and Snapchat stopped being just for sad dog memes.